Hey, good morning, everyone. I am pretty excited this morning. I've been working on a new feature called Smart Import for the API module, and I'm going to walk you through the process. So, as an inspector, you may have a dump folder with all of your documents, photos, everything for that project, and it's unorganized. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a blank folder for that project, and we are going to create import folders with this button here. Select that folder, and then it creates all of these folders for you. There's also a quick README in there, just basically telling you where to put what, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So if I select all my certifications and drop those in the certs, take my photos, drop those in photos, take my site photo, drop that in the site photo, UT data in the UT data. I already have CAD, so we're going to skip the sketch map today. I have a UT technique sheet, I have a fake vision sheet, and I have a signature. Now that that's done, I'm going to oops, I accidentally closed it. All good, let me bring it right back up. So the folder is already created. So what we're going to do is a smart import. We're going to select that folder and hit import. So it recognizes all of the images and documents that we just placed in there. Now we're just going to hit apply. It asked us, what are we importing? We're importing piping. So you can see from the import sheet, all of your information on the client is filled out. And then what we're going to do is go over to the equipment information. And that just told me that we finally imported everything. Verify everything transferred over properly. So our import is done, which means our calculations are done. And since we imported CAD, we're going to skip the sketch map this morning. And now I'm in my report builder. So we're going to verify that we are doing a 570 and we only had UT. The site overview photo is here, and we can have multiple photos. We can move these around, drag and drop, resize. We can have more. If we want to add more photos, we can add them here, or we can have two a sheet, one per sheet, one larger than the other, maybe 4 on one sheet, whatever it may be. Inspection data is filled out. You would add your PSV information. And this is basically the only section you really need to do any work in now. So on the checklist, if you had an issue, just mark that to unacceptable or concern. And you can go ahead and upload various photos to one checklist item. And they get the same exact comment for whatever checklist item. So they're here with the checklist name and number. And if these are out of order, you can either move it first, you can grab this corner, drag and drop, and then fill in your other information and the header for each one of those photos. So we actually imported a technique sheet. Down here at the bottom, you can see it says here, UT technique sheet.pdf has been uploaded. So this is going to be disregarded. Our signature was directly pulled in from our folder. And then here we have our certs and our vision that was captured from the import. And then you have your scope of work executive summary that's fully editable. You can remove things or add things, whatever's needed. You can see that the CAD is automatically attached. And then let's go ahead and import a guided wave report. You can actually import whatever you'd like. It creates a header in the report, and it actually becomes a movable item within the report. So let me run here and grab a guided wave report. I forgot to put that in the folder, but there it is. And then you would just compile your report after you did your photos and comments. So that is going to build this report structure. So not only is it building the report, but this is going to be a full project completed and organized report structure. And then also it creates a zip file with the pertinent information to pass off to the client. So we give this a few. We could probably take a look at the report's almost done. There it is. So there's our 570 report. Bookmarks, clickable table of contents. And of course, this isn't set up exactly how I'd like. I'd go into the report manager and tell executive summary to start on page or on the next page. Or move things around however you like. It's fully customizable. And everything that we imported is here in the report. Easy as that. So if you would like to fully integrate this into your current workflow, we can definitely borrow some of your import sheets and go ahead and customize those and map them and get them to do the same exact thing. So here is the final report structure. As you can see, we have a zip file for the client. And also, everything is broken down into its own area. So there's your vision, there's your technique sheet, there's your calculations, there's our guided wave report, there's your photos, and of course things to recall the project back into the software. And there's your CAD drawings. So that's everything. Basically, from the start to the finish, you create import folders, you do the smart import, you go through and you make the little amount of changes, basically PSV, checklist, and photos, and you're good to go. And don't forget, the checklist can be fully imported from your Android device, so you really don't have to do much but link photos and add some comments. Let me know what you think about this feature. There's more to come. Thanks.